is that he is just more well known. Of course, his older brother Juan Manuel getting ready for a huge fight of his own soon with Marco Antonio Barrera.
Yeah, not here this evening.
One knockdown earlier in this fight, but was more of a knee taken by Victor Burgos.
The last round, Steve, I think the first round in a while in which we could say Burgos looked discouraged and was hurt back, to a great degree. So it's conceivable that if Darchinyan continues the assault in this round, he might be able to end this fight. Once in a while, when you saw in the last round, Darchinyan is not very good with the right hook. It's not his best punch, but sometimes he throws it very well, as he did just there.
So many variables here against Burgos, coming up in weight against the most powerful puncher in the division. The inactivity, one thing after another working against Burgos. Probably choosing the wrong style at the beginning of the fight. Boxing instead of trying to get inside and throw hooks. And as soon as he started doing that, he was getting a little more success. There's a nice straight left hand to the face by Darchinyan. Then he goes downstairs to the body, having his way, and that's a slip. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
If, in fact, he can get to the end of this bout without being knocked out, it will be a kind of a moral victory for Burgos, but that's about all. Oh, he's getting wrapped now.
Darchinyan pouring in, John Shorley looking very closely once again.
As you look at this contest, again, we see Victor Darchinyan likely to win this match. It would take something shocking for him not to do it. You have to say to yourself, next time out of the box, you just want to see him, and you hope they can make a match of significance. Might not be against the Jorge Arce since he's fighting for the WBC title. So you want it to be against maybe a top contender in a weight class above him, or they should try and get one unification match, which I know they've been trying to do.
They just can't get anybody to step up against Darchinyan. Lorenzo Parra, Hamza Wang Jung Kam, Omar Narvaez, the other champions at 112.
Well, Victor Darchinyan trying very hard to create a knockout for that last round. It looked like he might do it. Those are really good straight left hands, and for the most part, those are the punches that have been hurting opponents so much that they end up going down. And it did punch hurt Burgos, but he was able to somehow weather the storm in that round. And it's worth noting again that here's a guy that Burgos coming up in weight to fight Darchinyan. So you would think he would be really susceptible to that power, but he's been tough enough to wither him.
Although this has been a lopsided affair in favor of the champion Victor Darchinyan, Victor Burgos can someday tell his grandchildren, perhaps, if this goes to the bell, that he took Victor Darchinyan the full 12-round distance, the first man to do it. Yeah, because Darchinyan's never been this deep. And as mentioned, Burgos, 12 rounds, 14 times, 7 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws.
And he has been stopped several times in his career, Burgos. So you would have thought those kinds of power punches from Darchinyan would have at some point gotten him out of there, but thus far, no. That's an appropriate move by a referee. Doesn't matter that this fight is way out of, Burgos' reach, probably. unfortunately, when an illegal punch is thrown, you got to give a warning. And it wasn't on purpose by Darchinyan, but still, that was appropriate by the referee.
Yeah, he said one more time, and, you know, that's the point. It's academic.
You know, I think Darchinyan could live with that.
And he's never knocked out. But it's the third or fourth time he's been pushed or he slipped. And he's just chasing him around. He may get the stoppage. He does! It doesn't go the distance, and Darchinyan gets himself a KO. It took until the 12th round for the Armenian-Australian to pull it off. And his fans able to celebrate. Just under the gun.
Well, if you wanted rounds, he got them tonight. Even if it was an awkward kind of a fighter to fight, he was able to go the 11-plus rounds and land some very meaningful punches. And you can see the effect here. That's the effect of a lot of punches against Victor Burgos. We certainly hope he's okay in that corner.
Took a lot of punishment. He took a beating. And I concur with what you say. Let's just hope and pray he's okay. That is one gutsy kid. He's just trying to get him some air. Well, you see the strain on Burgos' face. Battered and bruised Victor Burgos will need medical attention.
Victor Darchinyan did get his stoppage. His fight ended on TKO. At this juncture, Burgos in some trouble. You see him staggering backwards. He's been hit with some big punches, and the referee getting in there. Though one more punch landed from Darchinyan, but I thought it was, you know, at that juncture he had been hurt, and referee Shirley getting in there as quickly as he could. Well, this is right after he had gone down. He's wobbling, so you can see right there, maybe that slip was created somewhat by a punch. In any case, Burgos just in terrible trouble at that juncture.
I'll say this about Victor Darchinyan now, only 11 rounds off his prediction.
He was dangerously close, wasn't he? Yeah, now there's a big straight left hand that got in there just as the referee was starting to get in, and then he realized that Burgos had enough. Victor Darchinyan had his stoppage.
Well, it's not what Vic had in mind, but he's still Lord of the Flies. He had the knockout in mind, but a lot sooner is when he wanted it. Able to sort of crack a smile there. His sixth successful defense of the IBF flyweight title, remains undefeated, 28-0, 22 knockouts. He finally gets that 22nd knockout, which he wanted in his last fight. It's Marquez.